I guess it's just like a passion for making things cooler for me, and also just doing it myself. I just enjoy it. I love it. I absolutely love it. What's up? I'm Sean. I'm from Last Dinosaurs. You're here with guitar.com. I don't know. I just like I do it because I love it. Like I make guitar pedals because I'm a DIY kind of guy, and I had to do it. No one else was going to do it for me. No one else could do it because I couldn't buy it anyway, so I just did it myself. Same with like everything I do with my guitars. It's like I wasn't prepared to pay someone else to do a job that wasn't going to be exactly what I wanted. My skill level was like good enough, and I just had no fear. Like looking at this guitar, it's like pretty bashed up. Like I really don't care when guitars get a bit like, you know, rough around the edges. I actually prefer it. So yeah, I don't know. I just like, because I enjoyed woodwork when I was a kid, and I just wasn't afraid to just get a chisel. Like the first time I had like a Telly Jazzmaster type thing, and I wanted to put a lipstick pickup in the neck, so I literally just got a chisel, put the guitar on the ground, and just chiseled away to like make a pocket to hold the pickup. And then yeah, and I bought a Rickenbacker once, and I had to drill holes. It was brand new Blue Boy, really expensive Rickenbacker, and that was probably like the most nerve-wracking guitar modification moment, putting a Bigsby onto a brand new Rickenbacker. But this one was different. Like I did it very like professionally. I made like jigs with a router, because I had to route out a middle pocket here for this pickup, and also make these deeper. I had to be careful to make sure I didn't go all the way through as well. But yeah, I took very good care. But I've also very much enjoyed making pick guards. So I used to just buy the plastic and just make different shaped ones, because my Mustang, for instance, the switches are here. I kept cutting my fingers on the switches, so I got rid of the switches, and I realized I wasn't using the bridge pickup, so I got rid of that, and it's just one pickup, volume, tone. And I could never turn it off, because you know it's got those switches where you can accidentally turn it off. Yeah, I was always doing that. So yeah, it's just one of those good like rock touring guitars. You can't just stuff it up. Yeah. So I started making pedals because I had a pedal called a Love Pedal Les Lewis. And it was a beautiful overdrive. And like it was one of those ones where I was watching Pro Guitar Shop, and Andy was doing the demo, and it just sounded fantastic. And it was at a time when I was just going through heaps of videos looking at different overdrives to like be the core sound, so I didn't have to drive my amp so hard and so loud, because the sound guy was like, turn it down. So anyway, this one was fantastic, and on tour I was just getting noise, quite a lot of noise, and I thought my overdrive was broken because the battery inside had leaked. But it just turned out I was drawing too much current with too many pedals. But anyway, I asked the owner of the company, like, do you have more of these, or do you have any spare circuit boards so like I can get a new one? And he said no. So I just set upon doing tons and tons of research. So I researched the theory of electronics for about a month, and I made my own textbook, because my own style, I'm not an electrical engineer, I just did it my own way and did drawings. Like I drew a resistor, what a resistor is, what a capacitor is, like literally from the beginning. And then I was also in Japan at the time. When I got back from Japan, I ordered all these parts and just started prototyping and just building and building and building. And eventually I made my version of that pedal, which I liked because I didn't like a few things about that pedal in the first place. And that was my core sound for years. And it was I really like it. It's like transistor-based overdrive, so it essentially acts like a tube, is dynamic like a tube, because I like to be able to like go soft and then just like bash it and then like drive harder if I do a full chord. So yeah, that, and then another person, like the girl from Jungle Giants, she wanted one, someone else wanted one, another person wanted one, so I was like, okay, maybe I'll make my own brand. And then I designed a couple of other pedals, and yeah, it just became what it is now, and now I'm just really lazy and I barely make pedals these days. I only make pedals for myself and my brother at the moment, because just for touring, this album like had to create a whole bunch of sounds, because I didn't use any amps and no effects for the whole album. And afterwards, I had to recreate these sounds that I made on the computer with pedals. So I had a fun time going about trying to recreate sounds. So yeah, I've just been full-time just making pedals for just us. Yeah, my brother has problems all the time for some reason. I don't know, like, he doesn't really take care of his stuff. I'm the one taking care of his stuff, so yeah, his pedals are always like malfunctioning, but he's also got a stupidly large pedal board. So it's one of those things where if there's no signal going through, you got to check like 50 different patch cables. So that's what happens for him. For me, I'm usually pretty good. Like, cause I build our pedal boards, they're pretty rock solid. And I just make sure that nothing moves, none of the knobs move, everything's all good. But the thing that always dies, like most people, I don't know if they realize this or not, but like the only sort of the main mechanical element of a pedal is the switch, and that will always be the thing that dies. Especially, not to rag on electro harmonics, but like their switches, I think I buy the same switches and our switches die all the time, but I repair them for free all the time, because I don't know, the way the switch works is like a seesaw. It's like 3 seesaws in one enclosure, and they do wear over time, unfortunately. So soft switches are the way to go, but I hate them because you don't know when you've actually hit it or not. If you've got one of those clicky switches and your pedal's not working, it's probably because of the switch.